So my name is Caroline Sakuri and I'm married to Gal, and we have two sons, Ras, who is 12 years old, and my youngest one is 5 years old. Ras, who is 12 years old, he came home one day from school and had a swollen ankle. And I thought that he sprained his ankle during a sport class, so I didn't pay much attention to it. The orthoped that we met sent us to the hospital. And the day we found out from this professor that Ras have cancer and a very rare form of cancer called Ewing sarcoma that one child in a million have. There were no words said. I just looked at my husband, and for the second time in my life, I saw him starting to cry, and I remember that I kept telling him that everything will be fine, and that we just have to go through that, and Ras gets the medication that he will need, and then everything will be fine again. At that time, you know, it feels like you're in a movie, that it's something that is not happening to yourself. Tried to keep the fear away from Ras as long as we could. I remember for 2 years we went around basically wearing dark sunglasses, and Gal and me, we took turns going outdoor and cry, and taking the car to go away for a couple of hours each. Ras had to stop school. He couldn't see any friends. Because each time after the chemotherapy, your blood count goes down so low so that you don't have any immune system. It became a life where we couldn't really meet people. After about half a year, 4 months, they told us that now it's the time that we will have to do the surgery, and you need to make a decision as parents. The decision is to either keep the foot or to have it amputated. The hard point was that half of the doctors wanted us to save the foot and to make surgeries that could save the foot, and half of the doctors told us that amputate is the most risk-free way for not having it to return. And at that time we realized that we had to take such a hard decision for us to actually as well amputate his foot. We came back from the surgery room, and for the next 2 days, Ras didn't even want to look down on his foot or where the foot had been, because he didn't want to see it. He couldn't really mentally. I believe he wasn't really prepared for it. What his thoughts were going to be. Just a couple of weeks after he had his amputation done, the doctor called us and said that now we need you to get back on with chemotherapy again. You know, it's not over yet, and you have to move on with the chemotherapy. And from that time I could see as well that Ras started to become more weak. Yeah, it's hard to even think everything you have to go through, and not just to see your own son and for Ras, but also to see all the other kids there, that some of them succeed and some of them don't, and what about me? Am I going to succeed? So one day in the hospital, Ras finds out from some of the other kids that just been to Orlando with Simcha Le'Yeladim, where they've been traveling to see Legoland and Disney World and all that. And Ras' dream is to become basically a Lego designer. Since he was a couple of years old, Lego was is main thing that he loves to play with. To know that once I become healthy, I'm done with the chemotherapy, I have my food, and then off I go to Florida. It makes his whole life, his whole going through, all what he's going through, so much easier.
Come with me and show me the place where you lay down. I'll be gone by down.
Thanking really for everything that you've done for us and that you kept doing, and for being there when maybe a lot of the friends disappear, when we don't have close people around you. You have and are.
Don't worry, it's a happy story. My kisses won't be more than a sweet recall. Please remember when I told you life is here and now. Life is here and now.
I really hope that there are other families that also will be able to benefit from that, because I know how much it helped us. What I see with this trip, that it's really to give us the best new beginning that there ever is. For us, it's really that.